One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Powering his way forward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 11 now. To throw is Ellinger. Checks this down to Hubbard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action. Now Ellinger. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Here's Ellinger.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 3rd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And this one is right through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chat.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mon flushed out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Gallagher to throw on first down. Caught by Trimble. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Gallagher. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On play action, Ellinger. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. 3 yards the gain there, second down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Ellinger. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has it altered when he does.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll go with a keeper, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
36. Check 50.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Brown. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mon. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now Ellinger. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Philly. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mond out of the shotgun. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Ellinger. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Ellinger to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Check. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21.
From the gun on third down, Ellinger.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Going for it, here's Ellinger.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, it's Hubbard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Try to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
From 10 yards out. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on second down, Mond. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy that's going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Mond now off of play action.
Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Here we go. Check 9.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Watch the screen. Hey, check. Mike
the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. On the give, this is Hubbard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Munn. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Munn. It's caught by Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then to give to Sanders. And a solid run down inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.